Okay, so here we have an example of a ground support mission going in during the Allied friendly fire support phase of the combat phase. Um, so here we have a tactical assault that has been designated. This is the 29th Division, 175th Regiment. And there's a stack there that contains flak and a reduced infantry battalion of the 716th. So for the air support mission, identifying the size of the mission. This is a medium mission with a battalion spotting. The size of the mission determines the number of different units that can participate in the fire support. So in this case, a medium mission, you can use one air support mission. If the units designated to attack had been a prepared assault instead of a tactical assault, then there's a prepared assault counter. If it had been a prepared assault, then it would have been a heavy mission, and 2 air missions could have gone in. So here we have this one air mission, and air support point is equal to 1 air support point is equal to 2 barrage points, and the maximum air support points air support points that can be put into a ground support mission is 3 air support points. So we're going to use the maximum here of 3 air support points at 2 barrage points per air support point. So 3 times 2, that's 6. So this is going to be a 6-point barrage of this hex. And so the first thing we have to do on this air mission is we have to roll for scatter and see if the airstrike goes in and hits the target hex. The die roll modifiers for scatter that are going to apply to this, most of the modifiers involve terrain. In this case, the terrain is marsh, so there is no modifier. But there is a modifier for the weather, which is overcast, so that's going to give a +2 to the scatter die roll. And then you have flak in the hex. Now the rules say for every 2 flak points, you get a +1 to the die roll modifier. And I'm kind of modifying that rule to up to 2 flak points. So here we have 1 step. So here we have 1 flak step, and we're going to go ahead and apply that modifier. So there's going to be a total of +3 to the scatter die roll modifier to modify the die roll for scatter. So the results on a scatter roll, you're looking, an 8 it equals an abort, so the mission's aborted and doesn't go in, and a 9 means that the airstrike is scattered. You roll a 1 die 6 and determine through a 1 die 6 rotation as to where the strike actually lands. So it can actually land on friendly forces. But in this case, I rolled a 3 with the +3 die roll modifiers, a 6. So the strike goes in as planned. So then the next thing we're doing is going ahead and resolving the barrage. It is a 6 strength barrage modified. Now the modifiers to a barrage are terrain, and in this case again there's marsh, so there's no modifier. Fortifications can also provide a modifier, but there are no fortifications, so there's no modifier there. If there's pure armor in the hex, that can provide a modifier, but there's no pure armor, so still no modifiers to the die roll. Unit density. The breakpoints here are negative modifiers if there's 2 steps or less, and then positive modifiers if there's 5 or more steps. In this case there are 4 steps, so there is no modifier. And then there are some various other modifiers that can be applied, and in this case none of those modifiers apply. So here we just have a straight die roll. The die rolled was a 2. Added to the 6 of the barrage gives a 8. If we look here at the chart, get the angled right, you see an 8 equals a artillery shift. So the mission was successful, and we are going to place a artillery shift. We're going to mark that hex with an artillery shift counter, so that shows that when the tactical assault goes in during the combat phase, that it is going to get an artillery shift to the odds table. So that is a ground support airstrike during the fire support mission phase. And I apologize for all the ums and if there's any stumbling. Still kind of new at this, so. But anyways, that's how that works, and we'll do some more. We'll do some naval and we'll do some artillery as well. Thanks.